Hello, everyone. So I wanted to upload some audiovisual instructions for what you guys are going to be doing this week for remote learning. This is the third time I've done this. The first time, I forgot to explain something. The second time, I muted my mic halfway through. So third time's the charm. Let's hope it works. When you log into Schoology and you go to AP Human, you're going to see a brand new folder called Unit 7 AP Review. We're doing review up until the exam, which I will post a separate video about that tomorrow on the 7th. If you're looking at this on the 7th, then today, click AP Review. You're going to log in. I did move the AP exam concept review to this folder. Now, I apologize in advance. I know I haven't been great about keeping up on this, and that's just purely out of laziness, and I own that. So hopefully over the next 5 weeks, I will be uploading it to Google or to Schoology, excuse me, for you guys to look out outside of the stuff that we're doing in class. Now, you're going to see this unpublished folder, or it might be published depending on when you log in, week of 4 to 6 assignments. You're going to go into that. This is going to be the stuff that we're doing this week. It's review, Unit 1 review. We're not doing anything new, most likely through the AP exam. After the AP exam, I might spend a week doing a few fun things on urbanization. But for now, it's review. So what you're going to see on or in the folder, excuse me, week of 4 to 6 assignments, that's a link that goes to a Google Doc. And then week of 4 to 6, Unit 1 assignment, you're going to see 2 of them. Now, it's very important that you do both. It's not a choice. Where the choice comes in, however, is on this Google Doc. So when you click the link, it'll load into a new page. It'll be boxed in. I like popping out my documents. What you're going to see is a menu. So this menu is going to be added to each week. Each unit is going to be a separate week. It's going to have its own due date. Make sure that you're looking at it. Each assignment that you need to do is 50 points. So it's 100 points each week. Make sure that you're getting them done. So for this week, we're doing Intro to Geography all the way back in Unit 1. And the due date for the 2 assignments is going to be Sunday, April 12th. Now, I understand that some of us have stuff going on, and it's been craziness with this COVID-19 outbreak. I get it. So there's some flexibility here with when stuff is due. Please, please, please make sure that if you're not going to be able to get it done by April 12th, that you email me, send me a text on remind so I know that you're turning it in late. All right. Otherwise, it's going to go in as a missing the morning, that Tuesday morning or Monday morning, excuse me, when we start brand new. So you're going to see 2 topics. What is human geography? And then global practices. So, and then you'll see these 3 activities for each one. Now, you do not have to do all 3 activities. You do not have to do all 3 activities. Doing all 3 activities won't net you any extra credit. So if you're that person who's like, oh, look, I can do more than one and maybe he'll give me extra points. No, I won't. If it's not explicit, there's no extra points. If you want to go above and beyond for the sake of your own learning, please do so. But otherwise, I'm only grading 1. All right. So there are 3 assignments for what is human geography: geography blog, diffusion storybook, map analysis. The geography blog, what you're going to do is on a Google Doc, as though you're writing a blog on the internet, you're going to explain what is human geography. Now, this blog needs to be at least 3 paragraphs, and you guys are totally capable of that. Each paragraph needs to be 5 to 10 sentences. You guys are going to be juniors next year. There's absolutely no reason why we should be lazy with our writing, all right? They write way more than we do in our class. So make sure that you're being very cognizant of the 3 paragraphs and the sentence length. You will be losing points if I don't see that. In the blog post, I need to see principles of geography, what's studied in human geography, other key information, and a real good focus on the vocabulary. That's choice 1. Diffusion storybook, if that's the choice you do, you're going to create a 5-page storybook, quick, easy, hopefully with color, about what is diffusion. We've done this in Unit 1. We did this in Unit 3. You have notes on it in Unit 3. There's absolutely no reason that if you choose this one, you don't know what diffusion is and the different types of diffusion. So get it done. It's very important in the concept of human geography. Now, a bonus with this one, and pay attention. So you're going to receive 10 extra credit points, 10% extra credit, excuse me, if you choose to hand make it Take a picture of it and upload it. I will give you 10 extra credit points. Now, be cautious, and you know who you are, and I really want to call you out. You sent me a message on Remind, and you're like, Mr. Kate, and I uploaded it, but it was so blurry. I'm so sorry. Do not upload something if it's blurry. Just take another picture of it and resubmit it. All right? Don't be that kid. I know it's tempting to just get it done and over with, but you know my policy. If I can't read it, I don't grade it. Same with the handwriting. Know some of y'all, your handwriting is oof, oof. That doesn't mean you turn it in. If I can't read it, I won't grade it. All right. Luckily, I'm pretty good at grading bad handwriting, but I'm not good at grading blurriness. So make sure it's not blurry. And then choice number 3, cartography. You're going to look at a map from a newspaper, a magazine, the internet, television, whatever. You're going to get a picture of that map, paste it into a Google Doc, and then you're going to answer these 4 comprehension questions at the in this area. Just copy and paste them in. Make sure that they're in complete sentences. You're going to answer the 4 comprehension questions, and you're going to do a 4-level map analysis on the map. All right. The 4-level map analysis, if I don't have it uploaded in Unit 1 folder, I'll upload it. Otherwise, it should be in your notes. It's in Unit 1 and it's in Unit 4. So you have 2 places where you can look. Please, please, please make sure that when you're doing the 4-level map analysis, you're doing a really good job on it. Otherwise, you're going to lose points, period. So let's say you chose one of those things. You get it done. You're going to go to what is human geography assignment. You're going to click it. It'll load up. Obviously, I can't see it. I don't know how I can see like the student view, but what you're going to do is you're going to click submit. The box will pop up. It will say upload, create resources. Please import it from your resources. It's so much easier for me to grade. If you can't figure it out, I do have a video on the homepage at the very bottom that shows you how to upload it through the resources tab. If you still can't figure it out, you may copy and paste a link into the create tab, but bear in mind, a lot of you copy and paste the link. A lot of you don't have it shared with me. I can't do anything if it's private. It means it's a 0. So make sure that you get that done. Now, that's only half of what we got to do. Part 2, global practice on Unit 1. So you're going to see down at the bottom, and oh man, look, less handwriting, less stuff for me to do. Not necessarily. It's just less instructions. So multiple choice on AP Classroom, FRQ on AP Classroom. You all should have access to AP Classroom. We spent God knows how long getting you all logged in. Some of you struggled for like weeks on getting logged in. If you're not logged in or you're not signed up, you lose access to those 2 choices. I'm not signing students up, which means you lose access to those resources. And you're going to see the FRQ. Considering that the AP exam has switched to a pure FRQ format, that's a really beneficial resource that you're losing out on, just out of laziness and forgetfulness of signing up to AP Classroom. So I am going to open up the multiple choice progress check and the FRQ progress check. They should have been wiped so you won't see your answers. Ideally, you're going to do them. Once you do them, in the assignment description, which is right here, you're going to see Unit 1 multiple choice progress form, Unit 1 FRQ progress check form. Depending on which one you do, you're going to open it up. Let's say you did the multiple choice. You're going to go through, fill out the form. All right. I am going to be asking you on each form what you did well, what you didn't do well. Please be honest. I can't help you if you're not honest. All right. If you're like, everything went well, no, it didn't. I know it didn't. Everybody has weaknesses. Obviously, I do, as a very good exception. But y'all have weaknesses. If you can't recognize those, you're not going to improve. So make sure that you're really cognizant on identifying those weak points. So maybe we could sit down and discuss. I can help you out, give you resources, blah, 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 to build them up. All right. The FRQ one, be honest. If there's a question there and you're like, I totally used ACE, mister, I'm the best. And then I go through and I go to give you feedback on it, and you wrote like 1 sentence and it's not aced, we're going to have a problem. And I'm probably going to create a special video to call you out. Or I might contact your parents, and that's actually probably what I'll do instead. Please be honest. You know about honesty in my classroom. So just do it. If you choose not to do the first two or you don't have access to them, you have the globalization web quest. So the link is there. You're going to open up the link. It's going to give you the web quest. What you're going to do, it says do it on a notebook paper. I just borrowed this from another teacher, but it accomplishes the goal. Just copy and paste all the questions into a Google Doc, answer the questions, submit it. All right. Same thing that you did elsewhere. So again, when you go to submit, again, click submit. You'll have upload, create, resources. Please import it if you're doing the globalization web quest. If you did the progress checks, one of the progress checks, go to create and then just in the create box be like, I did the free response. Please check the Google form and then click submit. All right. That way I have a reminder to be like, when I'm going through and grading and being like, oh yeah, so and so did the progress check. I'll make sure to go in and check that. All right. And it also might relax some of you who freak out when there's nothing to submit. So just put real quick in there, I submitted it. All right. So if you finish and you're like, I want to do a little more studying for the AP exam because I definitely want a 5 and I know I can knock that out of the park. If you go to the home page and ignore that over here, the reminders have been bugging me. I've been so lazy. If you see the extended spring break work folder, I put supplemental materials in there. Some students have been doing the supplemental materials. As a result, some of those students will be getting extra credit. So if you want a few extra points on your professionalism or your unit exams, I do have some highly recommended work. Progress check for Unit 6, reading notes. If you didn't get those done, I highly recommend doing them because they do matter. And they'll be beneficial for global politics next year, IB history, and maybe a little IB psych too when we think about the psychology of businessmen or something. I don't know what's going to be there, but you never know. So you can do those. You can watch some documentaries, or I have some optional work, FRQ practice. I will be adding more FRQs. It's super highly recommended that you come and do the FRQs since that's what your test is going to be. So you have a variety of bonus materials that you can work on for some extra credit. Now, I'm going to be fairly nice about the extra credit because of our exams and not being able to do test corrections. So just do it. It's very helpful. It's only going to help your grade. So as long as you do it well. If you don't do it too well, maybe a point, maybe half a point. We'll see. Just do them. It never hurts. So otherwise, I will go over this on the 7th and the 8th in the Google Hangouts for office hours. If you're not able to connect with me then, we can meet up in the afternoon on one of those 2 days, or we can meet up in the morning or afternoon on Tuesday, actually after 10:30, because I have a meeting on Thursday. After 10:30 on Thursday, if you want to meet up then face to face, we can go over it. Just let me know. Shoot me an email, shoot me a message on Remind. But otherwise, I look forward to seeing you guys. It's been a nice break, but I definitely do miss you guys, and I hope you're doing well. I am pretty bummed that we're not going to be able to see each other again before the end of the school year, but you never know. Things might change. We might be going back. And I know you'll just look forward to my class every single day because I am the best human, best teacher ever. So just let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Otherwise, I will see you guys online.